What is up, guys? So, I'm doing another video, of course, with the title. So, we're gonna do heat capacitor farm. Very small farm, a little bit high in value, um, but it is time consuming. It's 16 hours to do this farm. Approximately, that's what it says. So I want to show you what you're going to be, the blueprint is. So you need frost crystals and solium. I'm just going to call it solium. Solium you get from scorched planets, heated planets, you know, those ones. You can also plant this. Same with the frost crystals. I showed you my frost crystal farm and I got it right here. Again, I'm doing a freighter version. If you want me to do a base version of this, let me know. Comment down below. And I will do a base version of this to show you the output for power and stuff like that. But for the freighter, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about power or energizing anything. You put hydroponic bays down, or trays, whatever you want to call it, and plant your plants. It's a little less, you know, way smaller farm, but I'm doing videos to show you guys how to build these farms. Anyways, so heated capacitor. Of course, you're going to need your frost crystal farm. You need 100 frost crystals and 200 solium. That's what it looks like. So solium plants is gonna take 16 hours to do, and I think you're getting a 50. I never done solium plants. It was like really time consuming. I do have solar vines. I can do solar vines, so you need solium, and I cannot pronounce the name. Prosperous or whatever it's called. You need that, and you can find that bottom resource on the same planet as the solium vines and stuff like that. You find it in hot environments, in you can find them in like materials like rocks, stuff like that. For the secondary resource, you gotta scan the rocks, of course, and you can find it in deposits. So, like I said, approximately 16 hours to build, to have it grow. There's your solium. Now, for having a farm, that's a lot, presuming that this is 50 per plant. You're gonna need a lot of plants going and a lot of trays going. So if this produces 50, let's just say if it does produces 50, you're going to need 200. So right there, that's already 100. So you need 4 to produce 1 heat capacitor. And that's just not doing the frost crystals. The frost crystals is 1 hour. These guys are 16 hours. So having that said, you're going to need a lot of these plants. I'm only able to build 1, but you're going to need a lot of these plants to enable to be able to produce more heat capacitor. The heat capacitor, of course, you've seen it. It's 180,000 units. Now, if you're doing, so let's say if you wanted to do like 10 heat capacitors per 16 hours, you're gonna need 4 times, like for sodium, you know, the solium, plants per capacitor. The frost crystals, you're going to need 2 of them, because I think they're 50 per 2. So you're going to need 2 frost crystal pretty much frost crystal plants, and the solium you're going to need 4. So you're going to have to double that. So let's see, 10. So 10 times 4, 40. So you're going to need like 40 of these trays to produce 10 heat capacitors. Now, if you're doing like biodomes, you know, stuff like that on a base planet, you know, a base on a planet, the biodomes hold and home 16 plants. So you're doing 16 plants, and it's more efficient. But I'm just showing you the freighter version of this, and it's quite actually difficult. But for like simple farms, like the glass farms, the freighter is way to go. With big kind of big farms like this, you're gonna need a base. You're gonna need a base. There's no to it. You're just gonna need a base for it. I actually have another farm for living glass, I believe. That's if it didn't change. Actually, let's check that out real quick. I keep going into catalogs. Lubricant. Okay, so it might have changed. I'm not 100% sure, but I can do. Yeah, it changed. I won't be able to do. The Gamma never changed, but the Falcon changed. It used to be something else, I forgot. Anyways, so if you wanted to do a big farm, so 10 heat capacitors, you're going to need 40 of those. And just 20 of these. Because it's 2. 2 times 10, 20. Of course. I hope you guys know math. Anyways, so that would be 10 capacitors, heat capacitors, and 10 of them is probably a couple million, I think. So, hold on. Let me get my phone on my calculator. I can't do 180,000 times what, 10? Yeah, so that's like almost 2 mil. I don't even know why I did the calculator. I just should have just added a couple zeros to it and did 1800, then do another 0 to 1,800,000. So 10 capacitors, 16 hours, you get 1,800,000 units, which it's a small farm if you're going for units. So that's kind of a small farm for 16 hours. 16 hours for a small farm. You can even use your scanner, and it tells you off to the left, and it tells you how much time. So 16 hours just for 10 capacitors for 1,800,000. Now, obviously, you can grow that on a base much bigger, and you can plan it out even more. But, like I said, and I will continue saying it, I'm doing a freighter version of it. Freighter versions are not good. Only for small farms. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.